Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with Armstrong Cable and the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Tonight, a doubleheader in the 13 through 16-year-old division, South Union Township Youth Indoor Soccer. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay, South Union Township Sports Network coverage. Again, Bronx chose a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll have the first match of the night right after these messages.
Esophageal reflux affects 20% of Americans and can lead to heartburn, regurgitation, chest pain, and difficulty swallowing. Reflux is caused by stomach contents passing a faulty valve and entering the esophagus. Ulcers and precancerous tissue can then form. Offer the latest testing and treatment for reflux disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including La-Z-Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose spot stripes in bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare. The
Back here at the South Union Township Rec Center, getting ready for our first of two in the 13 through 16-year-old division. The red team taking on the black team. Set the lineups real quick. We got Gabrielle Burke wearing number 1 on the black side. Rebecca Burke, number 5. Gina Groff, number 6. Morgan Petsko, 7. Casey Jablonski, 3. Trey Schaefer, 8. And Manuel Oliveras, number 2. For the red side, Hannah Mershot wearing 3 today. Marcus Capon, 2. Jeremy Wilson, 7. Scarlett Zahila, 5. Aaron Fetzner, 4. And Hannah Newman, 6. We got the match underway. Fetzner on the center dots. We'll chip it back, and we're underway. A little lob forward there. Fetzner using the body, firing right on goal, went off the bar. And Mershot breaks down on the far side, looking across. Blocked there by Gina Groff and deflected high and out by Gabrielle Burke. Well, bang action early on. Gabrielle Burke playing it back to center. Knocked down there by Fetzner. Has been a sniper throughout the course of the indoor season. Marcus Capon up there, but Oliveira's coming back. Got tripped up, and that'll be a foul on Mershot. Oh, check that foul on Scarlett Zahila, number 5. It'll be a free kick here for Oliveras. We'll set up the wall. Oliveras crosses out in front on the finish. On the backside, the black team getting the opening goal of the match, and that was Casey Jablonski. It was, so Jablonski putting the black team on the scoreboard for the first time in this match. It's 1-0. Just over a minute in. Gabrielle Burke, pressure there by Fetzner. Look out, Fetzner fires right on goal. Mershot unable to get the rebound. An illegal throw there from the black keeper. Then deflected back on, cleared out there by Gina Groff. Off the body of Fetzner. Fetzner fires, just missed wide. During this 13 through 16-year-old division, you have to be alert at all times down there on the lower levels. You'll see some hot shots out there. There's Groff sending it out of play. It's Morgan Petsko in goal for the black team as Mershot comes back. Fires there deflected. Set wide by Gabrielle Burke. Off to Oliveras. Knocked down again by Fetzner. Poke there from Groff. Oliveras back on it. Here's Oliveras trying to work it off to his left to Jablonski. Intercepted, and Fetzner back on it. Fetzner fires. Blocked by Gabrielle Burke. Fetzner trying to get it back. Fetzner second attempt. Burke there again on the defense. And that one sent off of a bench player. Hannah Newman catching one up high. Always got to watch when you're along the wall. Played back to center. Fetzner finds it again off to Mershot. Mershot on the far side. Groff defending. Crossed out in front. Oliveras came crashing on defensively to help out the cause. Mershot and Groff along the wall. Mershot again looking to center. And that one got deflected off of Gabrielle Burke, who went down on the play. We play on. Loose out in front. Oliveras the block there on the shot attempt for Marcus Capon. Forward again to Fetzner, and now Capon. Capon, edge of the zone, fires just wide. Black team now trying to work out of their own zone. Mershot got it back. Got knocked down, and forward here Oliveras. Oliveras down the near wing. Sending it high and out. Played just over 3.5 minutes. Lone goal, Casey Jablonski coming free on the backside. Sending home a rebound. Zahila off to Mershot. Mershot trying to get around Groff. Mershot gets it back. A little touch forward. Knocked down by Oliveras. Oliveras and Mershot along the wall. Mershot took one up high. As Oliveras breaks back. Gets a little help there from Jablonski. And a little intercept there from Scarlett Zahila. Going in along the wall again, Gina Groff. Groff and Mershot battle. Mershot wins it back to Capon, looking for Fetzner. Deflected there by Jablonski. Fetzner trying to stay on it. Fetzner with it again, sending it off the wall. Ball still loose out in front. Groff trying to regain on the backside for the black team. Little touch forward. Help there by Jablonski. Up to Oliveris. Defending there's a heel. Lost it to Oliveris, who sends it in. Manuel Oliveris, his first goal of the match. 2 unanswered to start on the black side. Now Scarlett Zahil will check out. And Hannah Newman will see her first match action, even though Hannah probably feels like she's been involved in the match already. Taking one high from the bench. Fetzner again sending one high and out. I told Jerry last week, one of these days we're going to catch one up here. Jerry said he's never got one to the camera in about 30 years coming down here to the rec center. I think the odds are probably starting to go in the direction of him finally getting one. Here's Mershot, top of the box. Hannah coming back. Hannah some pretty moves there. Oliveris defending. Hannah still with it. And bing, bang, boom. Off the near post, off the far post, and in for Hannah Mershot. So Mershot getting her first. And the red team back to within one at 2-1. Groff from her own zone, a little one-hopper. Over to Jeremy Wilson. Wilson back out to Fetzner. Rebecca Burke defending. Deflected back to Oliveris. Oliveris going wide down the far side of Trey Schaefer, who can get the shot away. Back to Rebecca Burke again. Off the wall. Hannah Newman there. Up to Fetzner. Touch back. Trey Schaefer in open space, but it's Wilson on the clear. Bodied back down again to Rebecca Burke and scooped up by Wilson. Wilson plays it out to Hannah Mershot. Touched ahead to Fetzner, sending Burke down and then getting the goal to even up the match at 2. It's Aaron Fetzner. Knots things up. 11-14 left here in the first half. Fetzner with a couple of fans in attendance, star left. Certainly one of the stars in this 13 through 16-year-old division, firing one there from midfield. Flex back over to Gina Groff. Groff playing it all the way through, and Wilson with a cover. Jeremy Wilson will bounce it all the way back on the other side. Morgan Petsko will scoop it back out. And Fetzner finds it again. Fetzner another fire. Missed on the first attempt, blocked on the second. And has it poked out by Rebecca Burke. Forward Oliveris. Oliveris battling Hannah Newman. Oliveris staying with it. Oliveris, the little poke. Ball still loose. And played back forward. Mershot on the backside. Groff defending, and Mershot sends it home. So 3 unanswered for the red team. Hannah Mershot getting her second of the match. Black team jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Goals from Casey Jablonski and Manuel Oliveris, but 2 from Mershot, 1 from Fetzner. And the red team now on top 3-2. Black team plays it back to Gina Groff. Forward to Oliveris. Oliveris met there by Newman. Retreats back in his own zone. A little pressure from Fetzner. Fetzner finds the loose ball. Loose on the line. And finally sent home. Credit the goal for Hannah Mershot, her third. Might have been close to going in even before Mershot sent it past the line, but the play was not whistled down until Mershot sent it home. So Hannah will get the goal. Her third of the match. Now 4 unanswered for the red team and lead it 4-2. And Fetzner back on it, 2-on-1 coming back. Look out, off to Mershot, back to Fetzner, give and go. Bing, bang, boom again. Fetzner with a finish this time. Last time we saw the red team, they used that to perfection against the yellow team in our last TV broadcast. They're back on it again. Mershot and Fetzner. Pretty good combination on that front line for the red team. Now Newman trying to come back. Sent back down for Rebecca Burke, and now the black team needing an answer. 5 unanswered for the red team. 8:33 left here in the first half. Played back to Rebecca Burke again. Burke pressure there by Mershot. Deflected off to Hannah Newman. Pressed on by Manuel Oliveras. Newman down to Fetzner. Fetzner taken to the wall by Casey Jablonski. Fetzner spins back. Fetzner loose. Little chip just going wide. Mershot on the reset. Hannah. Lob back through the box. Over to Oliveras. Newman, nice little step in. Jablonski, though, playing it back to Oliveras. He sends it right on goal. Wilson the save. Ball still loose. Schaefer fanned on it. Poked back into the black team zone. Mershot staying on it, but circled back off by Casey Jablonski again. Jablonski feeling the pressure from Mershot. Sends it off to Oliveras. Oliveras trying to set it up. Oliveras to his left. Met there by Newman. And Newman picking the pocket of Oliveras. Back to Rebecca Burke, pressed on by Fetzner. Fetzner looking for the cross. Capon coming in. Deflected back to center. Poked back on to Morgan Petsko. Up to Oliveras. Touch there from Jablonski. Loose out in front, and nice little circle back there from Scarlett Zahila. On it, Jablonski again. Newman steps in. Jablonski and Newman battle. Ball comes loose on the near side and cleared back down again by Rebecca Burke. Off the wall, loose out in front and sent in by Manuel Oliveras. Oliveras is second. Black team back to within 2 at 5-3 here at the 6:34 mark of the first half. So 5 unanswered for the red side, and the black team finally getting one back. And here's Oliveras back on it again. Oliveras trying to stay with the top of the box, cleared back out by Newman. Sending Rebecca Burke back. Chips it around Capon, comes forward. Newman helps it along. Played out by Gabrielle Burke. Forward to Oliveras again. Oliveras trying to slice between defenders. Got tripped up. Newman sent him down, and Newman sends it back on goal where it's scooped up again by Morgan Petsko. Petsko rolls it back to center. And here's Oliveras coming free again. Oliveras still with it. One spin away from a finish there. Mershot back on the other side, going to the wall with Jablonski, and that'll be a foul. Those two playing hard. Referee trying to settle things down. We've seen some chippy games in this age bracket throughout the course of the regular season. Now Fetzner back in for the red side. Sent back along. Knocked down by Gabrielle Burke. Played back out by Rebecca Burke. Up to Marcus Capon. Off to Fetzner, defended by Jablonski. Good play there by Casey Jablonski. Forward Oliveras again. Oliveras sending it home, and the black team back to within 1 at 5-4. 3 tonight and 3 in the first half for Manuel Oliveras. Good job by the black team to fight back in this match. Now Hannah Mershot back in for the red side, replacing Scarlett Zahila. And Fetzner and Mershot on that front line. Those two have been deadly so far in this game. Near side, Rebecca Burke battling Fetzner. Fetzner trying to stay with it. Fetzner out in front, and Fetzner sends it in again. Zarin Fetzner adding his third of the match. Red team back up 2 at 6-4. Fetzner back up to Mershot. One touchdown out in front. Be a corner kick. Mershon again to take it. Off to Capon. Mershon another touch. Knocked down by Casey Jablonski. Here's Fetzner again. Fetzner firing and scoring another one. Might have been deflected and off of Burke. Goal goes to Fetzner nonetheless, his fourth of the match. You have Fetzner up there with Hannah Mershon. Of course, Mershon, a Uniontown product. Fetzner with at least a phone number from the state of West Virginia. I don't remember seeing him around the local soccer scene this past fall. You'd have to bet wherever he's playing high school ball at, probably a pretty good star there as well. Close to an own goal again out in front there from Burke. It's 7-4 now. Red team over the black team. A little deflection there off a Capon shot. Might have been a handball. It was. She'll have a penalty kick. Handball in the box. Tough spot here for Morgan Petsko. And look out, you're going to have Fetzner from point-blank range here on the penalty kick. Petsko in goal, and Petsko with the save. Good job there for Morgan. We play back on. Going to the wall, Groff a little touch. And it's in it forward to Oliveris. Fetzner circles it back. Fetzner still with another one right on goal, and Petsko another save. Off to Gina Groff. Deflected off one of the beams, played back there to Casey Jablonski. Touched there by Mershon. Another play there from Newman. Off to Jablonski, who gets around Fetzner. Works down the far side. Newman sends it back on, deflected by Groff, over to Mershon. Mershon, pretty move there. Stepping in Jablonski. Mershon trying to stay with it, feeds it off to Fetzner. Back to Mershon, who's able to finish. Missed on the first attempt, got it back, and sent it home. So again, the bing, bang, boom, working again for Hannah Mershon. 4 goals for Mershon. It's 8-4 with 50 seconds left here in the first half. The red team coming on, and they've doubled up the black side. And Mershon a little pressure here again on Jablonski. Jablonski trying to work out of her own zone. Forward to Oliveris. Oliveris defended there by Scarlett Zahila, who sends it back down again to Mershon, looking across, and it's deflected high and out with 22 seconds left here in the first half. Again, knocked down to center. Trey Schaefer on the backside. Capon defending. Up to Fetzner. Fetzner fires just one. Jablonski a touch, and that'll do it for the first half. A lot of action, and an 8-4 lead for the red team over the black team. We're back with second half action right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
You don't have to travel to Pittsburgh to get good representation. We've been doing it since 1976. We've been successful. We can help you right here at home.
We know the nuances of the legal system in Uniontown and Fayette County. We know the nuances of the legal system in Waynesburg and in Washington.
We know the system. We know where the courthouse is, and we know where to park. And at our office, you can park for free.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Just about ready for the second half, 8-4. The red team leading the black team. Aaron Fetzner and Hannah Mershant leading the way. 4 goals apiece. Manuel Oliveras with 3 on the black side. Casey Jablonski's also chipped in a goal. Oliveras will get it started back to Jablonski. You mentioned Fetzner. He's actually an Albert Gallatin product, playing high school soccer for the Colonials. Looking forward to watching him on the field this coming fall as well. Certainly has been quite a force here at the rec center during the winter months. As Mershant goes to the wall there with Burke. Newman trying to work out of the zone, but Oliveras coming forward again. Manuel Oliveras top of the box. Touching it back to Jablonski, who fires it out of play. Play 2 18-minute halves here in the 13 through 16-year-old division. Jeremy Wilson still in goal on the red side. A little misplay there. And it'll be another free kick for Wilson. Like to angle it out to Fetzner. Knocked down by Gina Groff. Sends it into the corner again to Oliveras. Oliveras back to Casey Jablonski. Then Oliveras just missing on the deflection out in front. Good set up there on the black side. Red team though leading by 4 at 8-4. Oliveras coming back, sent Scarlett Zahila down. Scarlett okay, popping back up. Been a physical game so far, both on and off the field. Zahila gets things started again. Groff sends it back on the other side and out. Gina Groff, another gritty defender out there for the black team. Jeremy Wilson will put it down again here for the red side. Playing it off the near wall. Burke back on. Touched ahead by Newman. Mershant trying to track it down. Pressuring Groff. Those two go to the wall. Newman, or check that. Mershant goes down. Are they going to get Groff for the foul? No. Infraction there on Mershant. So free kick for Groff. With 15:30 left in regulation. The black team down 4. Back on to Fetzner. Trying to work around Jablonski. Jablonski trying to break back out. Newman a little touchdown. Over to Groff. Oliveras down the far side. Oliveras getting tripped up in front of Jeremy Wilson, who plays it back out to Fetzner. Trying to go wide there. And Burke sending it back and low towards Wilson, who had to make a diving save. Again rolled out, and Burke lobs it in. From midfield, sent home by Rebecca Burke. Burke says, thank you very much, shrugs her shoulders, take it any way you can get it. Black team back to within 3 at 8-5. 14:37 left in regulation. That's some of the things that can happen here in the indoor game. You get some quick bounces, anything can happen. Oliveira's coming back. Black team trying to get back into it, and that'll help the cause. Another goal for Manuel Oliveras. 4 for Oliveras. 1 from Rebecca Burke. 1 from Casey Jablonski. And it's 8-6. 4 apiece for Fetzner and Mershot. Mershot with it right now. Red team looking to answer back. That went off the face of Gina Groff. Shakes it off. Up to Casey Jablonski, who got run into there by Newman, who sent her back on goal. Ball still loose out in front and cleared out again by Burke. Back to Scarlett Zahila. Burke another touch ahead. Wilson coming out. Ball goes into the corner. Newman tracks it down. Sends it down the wall. Mershot and Rebecca Burke. Continue the battle. Over to Fetzner, goes low. Blocked again by Groff. Bodied there by Fetzner. Fetzner turns, shoots and scores. Aaron Fetzner again. 5th of the night for Fetzner. Red team goes back up 3 at 9-6. We're at the 13-11 mark of the second half. Gabrielle Burke and Trey Schaefer back on the black side. Oliveras gets things started again. Back to Rebecca Burke. Pressed down there by Mershot, who knocks it down. Got tripped up. I think we're going to get a foul here on Rebecca Burke. Mershot will have a free kick. With Petsko in goal, they'll set up the wall. Mershot fires it just wide. Was deflected there by Aaron Fetzner. Petsko sends it off to Oliveras. Angled into the corner. Sent back down where Burke sends it over Oliveras. Oliveras knocking down. The Newman attempted clear. Into the corner to Mershot again. Back to Fetzner, blocked out in front. Fetzner again, sending this one home. Might have been off of Burke again. 6 now for Fetzner. Lead now up to 10-6. 11:38 left here in the second half. Newman sends it off the wall over to Fetzner again. And deflected into the corner. Mershot trying to track it down. Burke trying to break out. Mershot goes down. Oliveras finds the loose ball. Fires from center. Right on Jeremy Wilson. Lobs it out again to Fetzner. Fetzner breaks back and scores again. 7 goals in this match now for Aaron Fetzner. Lead now up to 11-6. As we go under 11 minutes left here in the second half. Red team making a couple of changes. Scarlett Zahila back in. Oliveras plays it back to Burke. Set right on goal to Wilson, who makes a juggling save. Out to Marcus Capon, over to Aaron Fetzner. Now Capon again. Capon off the near wall. Make a move around Gabrielle Burke and sent home by Fetzner again. 8 goals for Aaron Fetzner. Red team now starting to run away. They're up 12-6. So we approach the 10-minute mark of the second half. Oliveras back to Gina Groff. Groff down the far side. Ball goes into the corner. Zahila there, pressed on by Trey Schaefer. Now Oliveras going down. Fetzner finds the loose ball. Off to Marcus Capon. Knocked down there by Gina Groff. Forward to Oliveras. Stepping in, Hannah Newman. Ball lobbed back, set off the bar. Deflected wide. Trey Schaefer trying to track it down. Played back again to Oliveris. And Fetzner steps in. Finds the loose ball again for the red team. Touched back on by Groff. Newman will play it forward and over the wall and out. With 9:16 left in regulation. Fetzner with 8 goals in the match. Mershot with 4 for the red side. Oliveris has 4 for the black team. Casey Jablonski and Rebecca Burke have also added a goal apiece. That was close to an own goal. The ball went off the head of Scarlett Zahila, red team defender. Fetzner looks to send it off to Capon. Gina Groff steps in. Sends it back on the other side to Hannah Newman again. Played back through center. Touch there from Burke through Zahila and scooped up by Wilson. Wilson sends it down. Off to Fetzner. Plays a little hacky sack with it. Met there by Burke. And the ball scooped up by the keeper Morgan Petsko. Back at center, Oliveris chipped there by Newman. Groff plays it off the wall and down. Zahila plays it back. Off of Marcus Capon, who tries to circle off of Groff. Over to Fetzner on the near side. Fetzner just sends it over the wall and out. As we approach the 8-minute mark of the second half. Fetzner cleaning up a couple of balls back there. 3 so far, 4. You got 2 now in the goal. Played back out there to Oliveris. Touch from Schaefer. Wilson, another diving save. Wilson rolls it back out to Marcus Capon. Capon fires and off of a deflection, went off of Gabrielle Birkinen. Marcus Capon getting his first goal of the match. It's 13-6. The red team over the black team. .7:19 left in regulation. Burke sends it all the way down and over the bar. Rolled a corner kick, was deflected by the red team. So Oliveris will play it back to Gina Groff. Groff trying to get around Marcus Capon. Going through Trey Schaefer on the backside. Mershot, touched there by Groff. Forward Oliveris, who turns, got blocked there by Newman. Newman lobs it back. One hopping off to Morgan Petsko. Played out to Oliveris. Oliveris trying to stay with it. Off a couple of deflections. Newman plays it down, looking to clear. And they go to the wall. Oliveris. Back to Burke. Oliveris again. Newman steps in. Oliveris trying to turn back. Casey Jablonski battling, no, check that. Hannah Mershon battling Gina Groff. Played back to Capon. Capon will fire and sent high by the keeper Petsko. Under 6 minutes now left in regulation, 13-6. Your score. Red team over the black team. Free kick here for Marcus Capon. Capon going low, was looking for Mershot, got sent down by Gina Groff. Groff sent it off the far post as Wilson comes out and sends it over the boundary and out. I don't think Mershot was too happy about the send down there from Groff, and Groff will take the free kick. Groff will play it back to Burke. Mershot presses on. Pretty move there from Burke coming forward. It's actually Rebecca over to Gabrielle from the corner. But Newman out of the pack with it, sending it all the way back down where Petsko will bounce it back out to Gabrielle Burke. Off to Rebecca, knocked down by Fetzko. 7-goal lead right now. Fetzko to Mershot. Off a deflection, Groff finds it. Fetzner on the back door. Blocked there by Petsko. Wow. Petsko standing in there with a big save. Might have felt that one. Another gun from Fetzner. You'll have a corner kick here to be taken by Mershot. Casey Jablonski now back in on the black side. Ball lobbed up top. Fetzner looking for the header, couldn't find it. Ball goes to the corner. Rebecca Burke looking to break back out. As Fetzner goes down, we play on. Jablonski looking to track it down, low shot. Wilson the save. Fetzner lays it back down again over to Mershot. Mershot fires, just missed wide. Fetzner gets it back on the near side. Fetzner trying to put it back on goal. Blocked down there by Rebecca Burke. Fetzner trying to find it again. Again deflected wide. Mershot again from the corner. 3:27 left in regulation. Again sent back down. Over to Scarlett Zahila. Scarlett battling Gabrielle Burke. Playing her all the way back down. In the corner to Rebecca Burke, but Fetzner finds it. Over to Mershot, who's there with the finish. 5 goals now in the match for Hannah. And lead at 14-6 for the red team over the black team. Casey Jablonski coming back. We actually taped 3 games earlier in the 10 through 12-year-old division, and all 4 of the games so far, none of them have been close. A rare night, but nothing but blowouts here tonight. Throughout the course of the season, the games have been relatively close, but tonight's just been one of those nights. 8-goal margin here. Fetzner breaking back. Fetzner coming forward. Fetzner getting another one. 9 goals in this match now for Fetzner. It's 15-6. Red team over the black. 2:05 now left in regulation. Jablonski over to Oliveris. Fetzner knocks it down again. Off to Mershot. Cleared back out. Oliveris. Ball still loose. Emmanuel Oliveris getting one back, his 5th. 15-7. 1:33 now left in the second half. Again, to recap the goal scoring in this match, 9 for Aaron Fetzner, 5 for Hannah Mershot, 1 for Marcus Capon, make up the 15 scored for the red team. You Oliveris with 5, Jablonski with 1, and Rebecca Burke with 1, the 7 for the black team. We're about to go under a minute left here in the second half, as Wilson will put it down and lob it back over to Morgan Petsko on the other side. Played back to center. Mershot there. Up to Marcus Capon, who fires. Off of a deflection. Go wide. Rebecca Burke back down the near wall. Off to Oliveris. Fetzner stepping in. Spinning back. Jablonski. Forwards Oliveris, who fires. Ball still loose. Oliveris, a 3rd attempt. Over to Jablonski. 15 seconds left. Blocked there by Mershot. Zahila back on the other side. Rebecca Burke stepping in. Rebecca down the far wall. Under 5 seconds left. Rebecca goes down. Zahila finds the loose ball, and that will do it. 15-7. Your final score, the red team defeating the black team. The red team led 8-4 at halftime. Outscore the black team 7-3 here in the second half. We're back with the second game of our doubleheader on the way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Back here at the South Union Township Rec Center for our final game of the night. The green team taking on the yellow team. A couple of family combinations out there on the front line. Abby and Sarah White, and Caleb and Destiny DeHaven for the yellow team. Jeremy Abraham and Colby Davis in the back line on the green side with Dante Del Vernon in goal. You also have the Morgans out there as well. Keith 5, Dylan 4. Dylan Morgan in goal. And we're underway. Davis and Abraham playing catch. DeHaven's pressuring on. Played back along the wall. Abraham trying to get around Destiny DeHaven, and DeHaven winning the ball back there on the gold side. Trying to find brother Caleb, but ball played forward there from Colby Davis. And here's Keith Morgan down the near side, trying to spin back off of Abby White. Turns and shoots. Del Vernon the safe. Over to Sarah White, colliding there with Destiny DeHaven. Played back to Jeremy Abraham, and Sarah White finds it again. Looking there for Colby Davis, and behind Colby. We'll track it back down over to Jeremy Abraham. A couple of Laurel Highlands teammates there, Abraham and Colby Davis. Abraham down the far wing. Touched over to Abby White, and a diving save from Dylan Morgan. Played back out to Caleb DeHaven. Colby Davis steps in. Goes crossfield on the near side to Abby White. Abby trying to dig it out. Bodied off the ball by Keith Morgan. Keith down the near side. Ran into Abraham. The ball covered there by Del Vernon. Left for Abraham. Pressured by Destiny DeHaven. Worked out of his own zone. Down to Abby White. White out of the near corner. Centers back for Abraham. Deflected out in front. Green team wanted a handball. Not called. Back down to Dylan Morgan. Centered out in front. And Del Vernon another scoop up. Forward to DeHaven. Or forward to Davis, excuse me. Sarah White a touch. Back to Davis. Off to Sarah White again on the far side. Banked off the end boards. And Keith Morgan trying to break back, but Colby Davis finds the loose ball. Numbers coming back. Sends it off to Abby White. Over to Sarah White. What a combo there. Colby to Abby to Sarah, and Sarah with a finish on the back side. So Sarah White playing up in classification again, had 3 in the last match. She played for the green team in the 13 through 16-year-old division. Gets one here to start the evening off with a goal for the green side just over 2 minutes in. Potko, a little pressure there on Colby Davis. Deflected back to Keith Morgan. Look out. Keith just fires that one wide. Wasn't too far from Jerry's camera. It'll be a goal kick here for Delverne. Off to Colby. Dylan Morgan the save. Ball loose. White going for the rebound. Both Whites crashing in, Sarah and Abby. And Sarah came very close to picking up the brace and getting her second. Here's Sarah again. She seems to have a little more fun here than playing up in classification. They usually leave her on the back line in the 10 through 12-year-old division. Seems to excel and have a little more fun here on the front line, playing against some older competition. Maybe a free kick here for Keith Morgan. Lob down, body down there by Abraham. Went off the face of Destiny DeHaven. Destiny caught that one in the nose. And Sarah White plays it off to Colby Davis. Sarah tried to get it back and got sent back on by Keith Morgan. Off to Destiny DeHaven. Was looking there for Josh Radovich. Went through Josh and over to the wall. Jeremy Abraham and Josh now battle. Ball went off the support as Abraham breaks back. Abraham looking across. Never got to Abby White. Potko got tripped up there. We play on. Keith Morgan trying to break back. Colby Davis knocks it down. Colby trying to spin back forward. Colby still on it. Colby dancing everywhere before Destiny DeHaven steps in. Over to Josh Radovich. Played it off the wall, but got picked back up on the green side. Abby White out of the corner looking across. Knocked down there by Keith Morgan. Keith now breaks back out. Keith got tripped up. Colby Davis finds it off to Sarah White, looking for a second. Knocked down on the front by Dylan Morgan. Has another crack at it, and Abby White will send it on the near post. So a big night early on for the Whites. Sarah a goal, Abby a goal. And it's 2-0 for the green team over the yellow team. Just over 5 minutes in. Josh Radovich gets things restarted over to Creed Potkel. Potkel trying to get around Sarah White. And the spunky Sarah takes him to the wall and wins the ball back there for the green side. Touch from Abraham. Up to Abby White. Blocked there by Potkel. Deflected out of play. Will be a free kick here for the green side. Abraham will put it down. Loose out in front. Sarah looking for the actually Sarah looking for her second. Colby Davis a touch. Sarah White finds it again. Deflected out in front. Abraham again on the near side. Defended there by Keith Morgan. Jeremy will touch back to Colby Davis. Radovich trying to track it down. Caleb DeHaven stepping in. Sarah White there. And Sarah White gets her second. So 2 for Sarah, 1 for Abby, and a 3-0 lead. As the green team rolls on. Sarah Dotson now into the game for the first time. That ball goes into the second deck. There's Abraham. Off to Abby White. Sends it high and out. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupang, and we thank you for joining in. Whether you're watching on Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, or via our YouTube page, youtube.com. Search South Union Television. They'll earn another cover. Also follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook as well for program updates. Facebook.com/South Union TV. The ball goes to the corner. Abby White and Caleb DeHaven battle. Played back to Jeremy Abraham, and now Abby White again. Looking again for Abraham, intercepted there by Caleb. We got pushed down by Abraham. Foul on the green side. The yellow team will have a free kick. Keith Morgan to take it. So we got under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Headed there by Colby Davis. Colby working down the far wing, crossing out in front. What a finish from Abby White. Great setup from Colby. And Abby doing her job as well on the near side to send it home. 4-0 now. Green team over the yellow team. And that ball goes over the bar and outs. Delverne will put it back down. Touched over on the near side, no one home, and then deflected high and out by Creed Potkull. Delverne back to Abraham again. Touched by Davis. Knocked down by Keith Morgan. Abraham on the break. Over to Abby White. Bounced off the wall and scooped up by Dylan Morgan. Off to Creed Potkull. Colby Davis stepping in. Colby coming back. Off to Abby White. Blocked out in front. Sarah Dotson there. Sarah going to the wall, trying to come back out in front. Deflected all the way back and scooped up again by Dante Delverne. Off to Colby Davis. Creed Potkull battling Colby. Colby sending it forward to Sarah Dotson. A little open space here for Sarah. Sarah breaking back. Low shot scooped up there by Dylan Morgan. Rolled back out to Keith. Keith again fires it high and outs. With 8:06 left here in the second half, a 4-0 lead for the green team over the yellow team. And all 4 goals have been scored by the Whites. 2 from Sarah, 2 from Abby. Well, it's been the Whites 4 and the yellow team nothing. Abby has it right now, crosses out in front. Davis gets it back over to Jeremy Abraham. Abraham fires, Dylan Morgan the save. They'll roll it out to Caleb DeHaven. Dotson takes him to the wall, wins the ball back, and fires it in. Sarah Dotson makes it 5-0. Green team over the yellow team. Now Josh Radovich will check in for Caleb DeHaven. Here's Destiny DeHaven. Knocked down by Dotson. Go to the far wall. Dotson trying to stay with it. Keith Morgan a little touch. Up to Creed Potkull. Colby wins it down. Comes forward to his left to Dotson. Near side, Abby White. Abby holding. Fronted there by Keith Morgan. And Keith with a clear all the way down to Creed Potkull. Deflects it wide. Destiny DeHaven trying to track it down. Jeremy Abraham finding the loose ball. Abraham coming back. Knocked around there by Keith Morgan. Back to Jeremy. Jeremy trying to stay with it, but Keith Morgan, a break coming back, sends it just wide. Potkull on the backside, went off the head of Morgan before it was covered by Potkull. On the other side, Abby White. Looking to cross. Stepped in there by Keith Morgan. Got a circle off of Abraham. And they go to the wall. 5:30 left here in the first half. Here's Abraham again, firing and scoring. Jeremy Abraham beating Dylan Morgan. First of the game for Abraham. The early round is on. It's 6-0. .506 left here in the first half. Our second of two, the red team defeated the black team 15-7 in our opening game. Sarah White back onto the field now for the green team. On that front line with Sarah Dotson. Dotson battling Josh Radovich. Those two go to the wall. Crossed out in front. Sarah will track it back down here on the near side. Played back to Jeremy Abraham. Pressured by the DeHavens, and Destiny had a crack at it, but Colby Davis finds it and sends it home. Just under the bar and in from midfield, Colby Davis. His first of the game. And the only player who's yet to score on the green side has been the keeper, Dante Delverne. And we still have 4:05 left before halftime. Colby Davis back to Abraham again. Close to a handball there on the block down from Creed Potkel. Abraham breaking back. Look out, numbers for the green side. Abraham, a little chip off the wall. Try to get it back. Sarah White, a chip, and Sarah White sends it in again. White, right place, right time. Hat trick for Sarah White. And the lead now at 8-0 for the green team over the yellow team. 3:25 left here in the first half. Sarah White stepping in there on Potkel. Creed, though, staying with it, and Creed fires and scores, beating Colby Davis, who's now in goal. First goal of the game for the yellow team, and Creed Potkel. 8-1. Sarah White heels it off to Jeremy Abraham, goes low. And Sarah White steps back in off the attempted clear there from Dylan Morgan. Off to Keith Morgan, lost the ball to Sarah White, and then White tripped back up, coming back. That was actually Potkel, not Keith Morgan. Nonetheless, Sarah White battles on, looking to send it over to Sarah Dotson. And Dotson on the far side, trying to get around Josh Radovich. Will chip out in front. Dotson back into the corner to retrieve. Now you have Colby Davis in goal and Dante Delverne out on the field on the green side as Destiny DeHaven breaks back. Touched over to Caleb DeHaven. Unable to get around Delverne and Abraham, who's on it right now. Jeremy Abraham off to Sarah White. White off the deflection. Over to Sarah Dotson. Abraham again up top. Blocked there by Potkel. Potkel on the backside. Lost it to Sarah Dotson. Potkel, though, gets back. Up to Destiny DeHaven. Looking across. Abraham on the intercept. Over to Sarah White. Chip by Potkel. White and Potkel go to the boards. White gets it back, sends it right on goal. Saved there by Dylan Morgan. Up to Caleb DeHaven. Delverne defending. Touched there by Davis. Back out to Delverne. 1:29 left before halftime. Delverne down the far side. Rolls it right into Dylan Morgan. Played back up to Keith Morgan. Keith off to his right to Destiny DeHaven. Poked back out by Colby Davis. Up to Sarah White. White a little open space. Dotson to her left. Fires it right on goal. And another save made there by Dylan Morgan. White again steps in. Down the near side. And cleared back out by Colby Davis. Into Dylan Morgan. Body there by Delverne. Off to Dotson. 51 seconds left in the first half. Dotson and Radovich battle. Caleb DeHaven also there, and Caleb out of the pack with it. Off though to Delverne. Played on by Radovich. Over to Caleb DeHaven. Off to Keith Morgan, Keith out in front. Caleb an opportunity. Caleb DeHaven gets the goal. So Caleb DeHaven getting his first goal of the match. Yellow team back to within 6 at 8-2. Time starting to tick down to 20 seconds. Left here in the first half. Sarah White back to Sarah Dotson. Down the near wall. Crossed out in front. Blocked down by Colby Davis. Down to Delverne. Sarah White just missing as time expires. An 8-2 lead for the green team over the yellow team here at the break. And we're back with second half match action on the way next year on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
In any endeavor, experience is probably the most important factor, but it's got to be the right kind of experience. Experience in the community where the case is tried, where the jurors live, where the judges work. We've been doing this since 1976 at Davis & Davis. That's a long time.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including La-Z-Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruth Hart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Just sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
Just about ready for the second half. 8-2 your score. The green team leading the yellow team. Colby Davis remaining in goal for the green team. Dylan Morgan still in goal for the yellow team. Destiny DeHaven on the center dot. Making sure the boards are fully closed on the right side. Field safe for play. And the second half now underway. Keith Morgan chipping it into the corner. Creed Potkel trying to track it down. Abby White defending. Chip there from Colby Davis. Up to Delverne. Around to Radovich. Out of the corner looking to center. And covered there by Dylan Morgan. Rolls it out on the far side. Destiny DeHaven there for the yellow team. Colby Davis knocks that one down. through Abraham. Knocked down by Keith Morgan. Off to Creed Potkuhl. Uses the boards, tries to get it back. Blocked by Davis. Deflected up to Abraham. Getting around Keith Morgan. Abraham looking to center. Dylan Morgan the save. Dylan sending it out to Creed Potkuhl, trying to chip around Abby White. Solid defense there from Abby. Now getting some help from Dante Delverne. Deflected off into the corner. Dotson trying to circle off Destiny DeHaven. Sending it forward to Jeremy Abraham. Fronted there by Keith Morgan. Works to his right, fires and scores. Jeremy Abraham. Second of the game for Jeremy. Lead now up to 9-2. Almost 90 seconds into the second half. Yellow team will get things started again. Destiny back to Keith. Knocked down by Sarah Dotson. Destiny, though, finds it again. Fires, just missed wide. Potkuhl on the rebound. Off the boards a couple of times. Going nowhere, but back to Josh Radovich. Potkuhl, though, retreats himself. Abraham comes forward. A little collision there with Destiny DeHaven. Abraham trying to stay on it, but Keith Morgan reverses field. Keith coming forward around Dotson. Deflected off the wall, and Creed Potkuhl sends it home. Second of the game for Potkuhl. Now 9-3. Potkuhl with 2. Caleb DeHaven with 1. Sarah White has 3. Sarah Dotson a goal. Abby White 2. Jeremy Abraham 2. And Colby Davis 1 on the green side as Delverne presses on. Flex over the wall and out. Be a goal kick here for the yellow team, as Dylan Morgan will put it down. Radovich now on the near side. Rolled back to Colby Davis. Colby sends it all the way down. Dylan Morgan looking for the clear. Went off of Abraham the first time before Dylan sent it back down on the far side. Dotson colliding with Destiny DeHaven as the green team breaks back. Off a deflection, the ball comes loose here on the near side. Abraham trying to get around Radovich. They go to the wall. Radovich and Keith Morgan now. Yellow team breaking back out. Keith coming forward. Keith to his left and sending it high and out of play. For a stoppage with 14:48 left in regulation time, and the lead at 9-3 for the green team over the yellow team. The green team led 8-2 at halftime. Each team tacking on a goal here in the second half. Sarah White now back onto the field for the green team. Abby White will angle it for her sister. Sarah looks to track it down. And Sarah, a little twist up there. Might have turned an ankle on the ball. They play on. And Delverne going to center for Sarah White. That's Keith Morgan breaking back. Look out, Keith. Sending that one well wide. Destiny DeHaven out of the corner. Met there by Dotson. Dotson trying to break out. Keith Morgan turns and shoots. Save made there by Caleb DeHaven. And a nice clear. Ball almost on the goal line there, and Abby White sent it out. Green team has really had a solid overall effort from all parties involved here today. Corner kick going all the way through. Delverne looking for it, but Destiny DeHaven finds it. Sends it off to Keith Morgan, blocked there by Colby Davis. Off to Sarah Dotson, breaking down on the far side. Met there by Keith Morgan. Keith reverses field, comes back as Colby sends it all the way back down. Over to Dylan Morgan. Knocked down by Sarah White. Here's White firing, just missing. Ball still loose, and then scooped there by Dylan Morgan. Down on the far side to Keith Morgan. Keith a little spin. Sarah White trying to step in. And Abby White finds the loose ball. Here's Abby White coming forward, firing it right on goal. Dylan Morgan the save. Dylan rolls it back out. Over to Keith Morgan. Save made again by Colby Davis. Sends it all the way back down to Dylan Morgan. Creed Potkel off the wall. Creed trying to come free. Ball loose and fired off the bar. Not ruled in, though. No goal. Keith Morgan was close. Be a free kick here from Potkel, scooped up again by Colby Davis. Forward to Sarah White. Trying to send it up to Dante Delverne. Got pushed in the back by Keith Morgan. Be a free kick here for Delverne. And a card will be issued here to Keith Morgan. He got carded, I think, in our last game as well. He'll have to sit. Josh Radovich now will take his spot. And Delverne will have a free kick here. Top of the box. Delverne setting it up. Blocked there by Potkel. Back to Colby Davis. Davis fires it over the boards and outs. A lot of folks ducking over there again. Dylan Morgan down to Potkel. Goes into the corner. Colby needing the rush back. And the goal scored by Dante Delverne. So everyone who's played has scored on the green side. Delverne getting his first. And it's 10-3 now. Green team over the yellow team. After Keith Morgan got the yellow card, the yellow team was actually shorthanded via indoor rules after a yellow card situation. It was a virtual power play for the green team, which they capitalized on the Delverne goal. To now lead by 7 at 10-3. There's Potkel, deflected out there by Colby Davis. Be a corner kick. Destiny DeHaven will take it. With 9:45 left here in the second half. Destiny playing it back to Radovich. Sarah Dotson there stepping in. And Sarah back on it, chasing Dylan Morgan back, who just flips it over the boards and outs. Have another corner kick. Dotson will put it down. Looks to cross out in front. The ball covered there by Dylan Morgan. Rolled back for Destiny DeHaven, but Dotson steps in. Delverne top of the box. DeHaven on the clear. Destiny down to Caleb. Caleb now trying to work around Abby White. Abby a little poke back to center. Caleb tracks it back down. Caleb trying to make a move around Sarah White. Caleb trying to stay with it, and Abby White sends it back down. Over to Dylan Morgan. Bounced off the far side. Keeper out. Radovich protecting the goal right now. Now Dylan back in. Having some fun out there with his team down 7. Why not? Well, pressure out in front there. Destiny, DeHaven, and Potkel, and then Potkel deflects it high and outs. And Destiny might have gotten dinged up there a little bit. She'll check out, and Keith Morgan back in. With 8:09 left in regulation. Abby White down to Sarah White. Sarah trying to work around Radovich, and Radovich knocks it down over to Potkel. Blocked there by Colby Davis. Sarah making a run back. Touch back to Abby. Angled, but intercepted there by Keith Morgan. Keith out there with a yellow. Fires this one and sends it out of play. Keith will take the free kick. Fires right on goal. Colby Davis the save. Poke back out. Sarah Dotson stepping in. All sent back down by Dylan Morgan. Caleb DeHaven out of the corner. Looking for Potkel. Knocked down by Abby White. Forward to Sarah White. Little poke there for Sarah Dotson. Scooped up again by Dylan Morgan. Out to Keith Morgan. Keith down the far side, right on goal. Colby Davis the save. Deflected back. Sarah White trying to track it down, but Keith Morgan's there. Works back around Sarah. Keith comes forward, fires on, and deflected out again by Colby. Now Destiny DeHaven back onto the field. Creed Potkel will take a seat. And Keith Morgan's corner goes right to Colby Davis. 6:37 left in regulation, 10-3. Green team over the yellow team. Not much has changed on the scoreboard as of late. It was 10-3 at halftime. Colby Davis now out of the goal. Will fire it on. Dylan Morgan knocking it down. Colby staying with it. Colby another shot, getting this one to go. Colby Davis. His second of the match, making it 11-3. Aggressive play out of the keeper. But you're up 8. Why not? Keith Morgan down the far wing, chipped high and outs. Might have another 12-3 game. Had a bunch of those in the 10 through 12-year-old division. Had back-to-back 12-3 games. Or 11-3 right now, so you never know. Sarah White trying to step in there on Dylan Morgan, and now Abby White sending it off the bar. Down to Sarah Dotson out in front. Blocked there by Dylan Morgan. Ball still loose. Sarah White trying to track it down. We go to the corner, and Caleb DeHaven breaks back out. Caleb knocked down there by Abraham. Gets it back. Plays it off the wall, and an ejection here from the stands. And the referee ejecting a fan behind us. Clock stopped with 5:08 to play. There's Abraham, back underway. Over to Dylan Morgan, off to Keith Morgan. Keith coming forward, blocked there by Colby Davis. Off to Jeremy Abraham. Dotson trying to clean it up on the far post. Caleb DeHaven trying to break back. Ball still loose, and Destiny DeHaven with a clear. All the way back down to Abby White. Ball goes into the corner. Creed Potkel coming forward, blocked there by Abby White. Here's Sarah White. Battling Radovich. Sarah sending it on goal. Scooped up by Dylan Morgan. Into the corner. Davis was out. And they burn him out in front. Dylan Morgan got it off the deflection. Came all the way back down from the other side to get the goal. His first of the match. He's been in goal the entire match. It's 11-4. With 3:30 left in regulation. Abraham back down the near wall. Nothing there. Creed Potkel coming back. Sent it behind Keith Morgan. Abraham on the intercepts. Fires and gets one back for the green side. The third goal of the match for Abraham. Now 12-4. Green over the yellow. Dante Delverne back into the match on the green side. Final day of the regular season. And Sarah White stepping in. Sarah just missing. Heads up play there from Sarah White. Crafty young player for the green team. Colby Davis sitting at the length of the field, almost getting another one there. Have the playoffs starting later on this week. We'll have all the playoff action for you as well here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Catch that on Atlantic Broadband Channel 17, Armstrong Channel 61, and via our YouTube page as well by searching South Union TV. Also follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook, facebook.com/South Union TV. Abraham looking for another one, just missing there. Battling Caleb DeHaven. Abraham another chip. Abraham coming free. Off to Sarah White. And Sarah there with another finish. That's 4 goals in this match for Sarah White. Abby White has 2. Sarah Dotson a goal. Dante Delverne a goal. Jeremy Abraham with 3. And Colby Davis with 2. Creed Potkel with 2. Caleb DeHaven with 1. Dylan Morgan with 1 for the yellow team. And we're under 90 seconds left in this match as Keith Morgan sends it out of play. Earlier on, you saw the red team defeat the black team 15-7. Abraham fires on goal. Dylan Morgan the save. Knocked down there by Delverne. Ran into Keith Morgan. Dylan Morgan out to Potkel. Potkel a little chip. Off the wall. Colby Davis on the near side trying to play it out. Over to Destiny DeHaven. Abraham and Keith Morgan battle. Ball goes through the box, over to Potkel and sent high and out. Final 30 seconds. And I'll pretty much do it. Colby Davis having a little fun there with Caleb DeHaven, off to Abraham. Colby again. Keith Morgan stepping in. Potkel fires it off the boards. Abby White looking to clear. There's Colby again. Just sent it wide, and that'll do it. 14-4, your final score. Green team leading 8-2 at halftime. Outscored the yellow team 6-2 here in the second half. Again, earlier on, the red team defeated the black team 15-7. This has been a presentation of the South Union Township Sports Network in cooperation with South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. For Jerry Dupay, this is Brian Morozak. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, this has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.